Hello and welcome to stream. You might be wondering where the other dog is. And funny story about that, his PNG doesn't fucking work.
What? You didn't tell me about this.
I did tell you that. I told you, I said it doesn't work. I tried to get it to work and it didn't work.
What do you mean?
I can't get it to pop up. I don't know why. It just won't do it. I tried refreshing it and messing around with it and it just don't want to do it. Let me try replacing it. That's the one thing I haven't tried. I haven't tried replacing it.
Yeah, you have to get rid of it and do it again.
But anyway, for those of you here, I'm here with Turtle, who, if you haven't seen for a while, is my partner. For those of you who may be new to this channel or maybe just haven't seen me collab with Turtle before.
You may be nude to the channel.
Yeah, nude to the channel. And in case you are wondering, wait, that doesn't seem like it's the right. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. In case you're wondering, Turtle is responsible for most everything you're gonna see on this screen. He made it.
There's a lot of ideas.
Yeah. All right, your PNG works now. I fixed it.
At least one or two ideas.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you.
You're welcome. And we're here to play Rosewater. If you don't know what Rosewater is, that's okay. We played it sometime back. It's been a little while now. It's a Western point-and-click adventure game. There's some mystery to it. We got funny little story about a treasure hunt. Do you remember much about Rosewater, Mel?
Yeah, I remember everything.
What do you remember about it? You remember everything that's going on?
Yeah, everything. Well, we got to the town because we got a job, right?
Yep.
For the writings.
Yep.
Yes, writings. And then we went to that. I remember going to interview that guy, and then he did his show.
Yeah.
And then we punched the fuck out of some guys that were trying to beat him up. And then he was like, whoa, you kicked ass. So now you're going to be my friend. And we're going to go and check out this treasure that I know about. And we're going to see if we can go and finding it or some shit.
So it looks like the boy remembers a lot. Yeah, that's pretty much the long and the short of it. We haven't played this game since. So if you watched last time, you know as much as we do. So let's go ahead and get started. We weren't doing the channel thing last time where we made specific channels for games. So I do not have one for Rosewater currently, which means I do not have a synopsis for it. But what I can do is
do it whenever you need one, so you don't have to be like trying to grip as many in there when you don't even know, when they're not even active, or like.
How would I know if I need it though?
When you stream it. When you're going to stream something and you know, then you can make it. Right?
But I'm streaming it now.
Well,
so wouldn't I need it now?
You would have had to do it before.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying.
Okay. Like you knew you were going to, so you would make. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I have
ideas.
Hello, Niktana. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. We were just in time for Rosewater. Okay, let's continue. All right. Wait. Oh, yes. Yeah, we were talking to these guys. I think we were done here, though. I feel like we talked to all these people. Oh, right. Yeah, we did that shooting contest, and then they went inside their little fort. We had to do that for some reason. There was some reason why we did that.
Yeah, I don't even think the game told us why.
No, I don't either. I think it was disrupting something. I think there was like some NPC that was disgruntled. about it.
Oh, the guy in the booth was pissed. So maybe we're allowed in. He'll let us in.
All right, we gotta go find the guy in the booth then.
Yeah.
I don't think it's this booth though. Or is it this booth though? Oh yeah, it is this booth. Okay. You telling me he didn't just realize it already?
I know, right?
No, we're gonna make all the noise in the world. Oh, hold on, the game sound is being silly. All right,
Yeah,
I
the
fixed
first thing
it.
I was going to do was going to poop on the sidewalk.
Yep. That's what happens. That's what happens when you're going. Yeah, I fixed it. Sorry. It's okay.
Well now, what have we here?
I appreciate your hospitality, Captain, but I must admit I am perplexed by the change in your position.
It's not my position, General Marquez. It's the position of the government of the Commonwealth of Vespuccia. I have some discretion in the execution of my orders, but I'm sure you can appreciate that there's a chain of command.
I am, of course, most grateful for the aid you have rendered in the past. I am sure that your recommendations carry weight with your superiors. If you would be willing to lend your influence in support of our cause.
Perhaps we can speak of this at another time, Mr. Marquez. As I said, I have other concerns to deal with.
Of course.
Oh no, that's not him.
I
Or
look
wait, is it
forward
him?
to our next
I
meeting.
want Inky.
Captain Stokes.
Well, he's here. He's
You're a
sleeping in the
difficult man to
windowsill.
see.
But
Ackerman,
I don't think
how
he's
the
awake.
hell are you?
Leave this to me. I'll have Stokes eaten from the palm of my hand.
Good day, Captain.
Mischief indeed. Yeah, he's here to cause mischief.
Madam? Just a moment. I have seen you before.
All right, let's see. Good to see you up and about. I'm surprised you saw anything after that fall. Oh, this is the guy that fell off the roof that one time.
Oh, yeah.
You must have me confused with someone else. Let's do number 2.
I'm surprised you saw much of anything after that tumble you had.
Ah, of course. The newspaper office. I owe you my thanks.
Happy to help.
What's your name, anyway?
Harley Leger. This is Danny Luo, and over there is Jake Ackerman.
Sir? I am General Filomeno Marquez. Though Filomeno seems to be difficult for you Vespuccians, so you may call me Phil.
Phil it is. Good to meet you.
And you? What brings you to the fort?
All right, let's see. We're trying to get into the abandoned lab nearby. I'm not sure. Jake's the one with the plan, just passing through. Should we let him know our intentions? I don't see why not. I mean, I don't think it's a... Well, then again, it is a treasure hunt, so maybe not.
Could blame it on Jack, and then you would be safe either way.
Yeah, let's
well,
blame it on
Jake's
Jake.
the one who suggested coming here. Seemed to think Stokes could help us get into this
Rip.
abandoned lab
Well-
somehow.
Oh, there we go.
And
There we go.
why might that old ruin interest you, eh?
Let's go with the joke.
We were thinking it might make a nice hotel. Just need to spruce it up a bit. Then we can charge folks for rustic desert stays.
A Vespuccian with a sense of humor. I suppose stranger things have happened. In any case, there may be something in there to interest me as well. In fact, I could get the laboratory open so we could both go in. If
Oh, hell yeah.
Stokes were not so stingy with his munitions.
How do you mean?
My specialty is demolitions and explosives. I just do not have any on hand.
Aw,
right now.
man.
I thought perhaps the captain might once again be willing to assist a fellow warrior in a righteous cause, but...
It's like I told Mr. Marquez, my hands are tied. Much as I'd like to help, I've got enough to worry about with my men missing. In fact, I was just heading out to search, so if you'll excuse me.
Hold your horses, Captain. How about we come with? I'm sure you could use the
That's
extra
inky.
eyes.
It's mighty
Oh,
kind
he's
of you,
awake.
Ackerman. Can't promise it'll
I
be
think.
safe, though. We'll be going near
Oh,
native
yeah, I saw
territory.
him move.
Come on,
He's awake.
Stokes. You forget who you're talking to? I laugh in the face of danger. We'll
He is
ride with
awake.
you.
Your friend is quite the braggadocio, no?
That's part of his charm.
That's Jake for you. As colorful as they come.
You're all in, then?
Apparently so.
I will accompany you as well.
Sorry, who are you?
Y'all can get acquainted on the trail. Let's get going. Sun's almost up.
Alrighty. Oh,
Appreciate
it's
y'all
nice.
coming out
We
with
got
me.
horses.
Strength
We got
in
our
numbers and all
whole
that.
crew.
Our pleasure, Captain.
exactly
Look, we
who
have
is it you're
horses.
looking
The
for?
thumbnail
The
was
First
relevant.
Lieutenant John Mulberry.
All right, let's see.
Oh, true.
When did Mulberry go missing?
So when did your man go missing?
He left leading the patrol last evening and they never returned. I just hope the natives didn't get him. Things have been a bit tense of late.
Let's see. Did you have any contact with Dr. Bennett
On
Clark?
the subject of missing people, did you ever cross paths with Dr. Bennett Clark?
The mad doctor? No, ma'am.
The missing
My man and I
man.
steered clear of him. Used to be
Missing
we'd
fellow.
see strange lights and hear weird noises
missing
coming from his lab. Don't know what he was up
guy,
to out
man,
there,
dude.
but it weren't natural.
Guy, man, or dude?
You've been stationed at Fort Beaumont Lawn?
Nearly 4 years now. For the most part, it's a fairly quiet post. Of course, Rosewater's
We got some
nearby and
Hanses.
usually good for a diversion.
On that note, I'd be honored to have you at my show, Captain.
Ah, yes. Soon enough, Ackerman.
Oh, hold on. Let me move Pup so that he's not talking on your face. Or it's not talking.
Get him outta here.
They're not talking on your face. I will put Pup there. Now that means I can move you here. There we go. Alright.
What makes you believe the natives are behind Mulberry's disappearance?
Our patrol perimeter goes close to their village. Wouldn't be the first time we've come to blows over boundaries. They fall back once they see our superior firepower. Thankfully, they haven't got guns, but they've been getting mighty bold lately.
So you're saying they've gotten aggressive when you've gone near their land? Sounds to me like they're just defending themselves.
Listen, Legere, with all due respect, you've no
Damn.
idea what
Ouch.
you're talking about. We've already given these folks an inch, but they have taken a mile. The government's tried appeasing them with treaties and such, but those ain't worth the paper they're written on. You'd sooner reason with a coyote.
I love it when
Well,
you scream
I
at someone
think-
else.
Ah!
What the hell? His hat's gone. Oh no!
Engines!
He's been attacked.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, we just got
So
munched
far,
and
we have been
crunched.
stymied in
Yep.
our efforts to search Clark's
we
laboratory.
did just get munched
Captain
and
Stokes
crunched.
let out a search patrol, and he let all us
I
supplicants
hope the horses
tag
are
along.
okay.
But it wasn't enough to deter the native war party that ambushed us. Stokes slipped
Oh,
the trap late
we seem
for
to have
him,
been taken
leaving
captive.
us four to stand in his stead.
Sweet.
Now we await intelligence of our captors and some sign of our fate.
Well, isn't
Hmm.
this a fine turn of events?
Alright, so there's a lot of fascinating stuff around here. Let's take a look at it.
It's quite ornate. Brightens the place up, I suppose.
It is noble to find beauty in dark moments, but perhaps not so very useful.
We got some pottery.
Must be for storage.
Let's look at the storage
Completely
pottery.
empty.
Oh, it's empty. What about these guys?
Wonder what
Show
they
me the
use
storage
these for.
pottery.
Head catchers would be my guess.
Hey, it's not funny.
It was not meant to be.
Oh man.
Empty.
For now.
This basket's full of soap.
Well, at least we can keep clean.
Uh-huh. Except there is no water in here.
Then let's hope we can get out of here soon.
Alright, well I got a soap. I don't really know why I got a soap, but I got a soap. Let's look at this pottery over here.
I suppose all of these were made here. Quite a collection.
Maybe we can escape with the soap.
Yeah, maybe. Somehow.
Dried corn. At least we won't starve.
If that's all there is,
Look, it's
starving
corn,
might be
Mel.
preferable.
What about corn?
Doesn't look very sturdy.
But it's barred on the other side.
You don't remember
What I
your
would not
corn
give
obsession
for
for
a
all of
stick or
2
two
days?
dynamite right now.
Hey,
were really
anybody
passionate
out
about
there?
corn.
Let us out.
I'd save
I don't
my
remember
breath
this.
if I was you.
Well, you were watching a video game about corn. And for that brief period of time.
Oh,
you were
oh
talking
no,
about
yeah, I was
corn.
getting a little bit hyper that night.
Yeah, you were talking about corn a little bit too much.
That was
there.
funny.
Yeah, it was real funny.
Well, it was funny because you didn't know what the hell I was talking about.
No, I had absolutely no fucking
And
idea.
I was just going on about this corn.
You're just
And I was like,
continuously talking about corn. You were like, Tommy, you have to stream the corn game. And I was like, what the fuck is the corn game? Corn just makes
Phil?
me think of
Yeah?
Boku no Sekuhara. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. It makes me think of fairs because we have street corn at a lot of our fairs where like they put corn in a cup and then you like put the fixins on them and stuff like that. So it makes me think of like fairs and amusement parks and stuff like that.
I never imagined volunteering for a search party would include free accommodation.
Corn makes me think of corn.
Corn makes you think
I
of
don't know why.
corn.
I must say, of
Yeah, I
everyone
don't
I
know
have
why.
shared
I
a
wonder
jail cell
why.
with, you
Yeah, I
have the
wonder why.
liveliest sense of humor.
No cutting corners. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, corn.
So, this isn't the first time you've been locked up?
That's good.
Certainly not. At least these people seem more hospitable to their prisoners than the Spanish.
Seems like our friend has been captured before.
Got any suggestions for how we might get out of here?
Not just yet. I want to see how things play out.
What do you mean?
Something about this does not feel right. We know very little of our captors. I cannot devise anything until that changes.
Did you see what became of Captain Stokes?
Yes, though I wish I had not.
Oh, they killed him?
Pinche cobarde.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
He turned and
Oh, he ran away.
Took his men and
Like a
abandoned
cowardly
us.
bastard.
To think I held him as a man of honor. Bastardo!
Oh, let me give... Oh, no.
Easy there, Phil.
There goes the pottery.
Forgive me, but I
Goodbye,
cannot
Potter.
abide a deserter.
It takes a low sort to abandon someone who's counting on you.
I don't mean to
I'll
pop
just be
anyone's
over
horn,
here.
but I think the horses are gone. Yeah, he may have taken the horses, maybe. Or, yeah, maybe they did
Smashing that
get
pot make you
killed.
feel any better?
It did, yes.
I highly doubt they would have killed the horses.
I hope not. It wouldn't make sense.
Hey, Danny?
What
No,
is
they
it?
would likely keep them, but also
Relax, Danny. It'll be okay.
You think so?
Sure. If these folks meant us
I
any
just-
harm, they wouldn't have bothered capturing us.
Didn't they sell them?
Didn't think of it that way. I sure hope you're right.
Probably. I mean, horses were valuable in the Wild West.
Got any thoughts on how we might get out of here?
They took my guns, so... Not really. You should ask Jake. He's the one with all the clever tricks.
You and Jake must have gotten into scrapes like this before, right?
Well, I have, yes. Although it was before I met Jake. But is this really the time for stories?
Fair enough. Perhaps another time.
Okay, let me do one thing real quick.
matter of fact, it is.
I don't think I've ever given Nictana the wait list. There we go. Okay.
Were you able to see
Yeah,
how
he
Captain
kinda
Stokes
needs to be
fared?
I lost
the
sight of him
witness.
when I got knocked off my horse. I can't believe he just left us. Why would he do that?
All right. Well, let's talk to this man. He looks down on his
Hey,
luck.
Jake?
Miss Legere?
How are you doing, Jake?
Been better, but you're a peach for asking. I'm just trying to come up with a way to get us out of here.
Did you manage to see what became of Captain Stokes?
No, I was a mite preoccupied. Just as well. If I'd known he was running off, I'd have shown him a thing or two.
Surely a fellow of daring do like yourself has been in a predicament like this before?
More times than I can count.
How do you
I
manage
thought we
to
just
get
asked him
free?
that question.
Well, you gotta understand, every situation's different. Easiest way's usually bribing a guard, but sometimes you gotta get creative. Well, this one time but no, that wouldn't work here.
Why not?
'Cause I'd need a few things, and coming by them in here will be next to impossible.
If you've got a plan, it's at least worth trying.
I reckon you're right. Main thing I need is something pliable, like wax or soft wood. Then something sharp to shape it with.
Well, we got the
and
something
finally,
sharp.
some shiny material. Metallic looking would be best. Find me those things, and we might be in business.
We have the soap too.
Yes.
So we
I'll
have the
leave you to your
soap and we
thoughts.
have the sharp. We do not have a shiny material though.
Something tells me we're gonna find one.
It's quite ornate.
I would hope
Brightens
so.
the place up, I suppose.
It is noble to find beauty in dark
I wonder
moments.
if there's something we
but
can
perhaps not so very useful.
maybe cut. Wait, what's this?
This ceramic shard's
Oh,
got
it's
a
the
very sharp
ceramic.
edge.
Oh, hello. Yes,
Tin foil.
we could
Why
cut
was
the
that
tin
man-
foil.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not letting us. Oh, we can cut the soap.
I don't know a thing about carving.
Hmm.
Are you supposed to give it to the guy? Didn't he want
Tinfoil.
it?
Maybe. Let me see. Maybe I can give it to him. Oh
Will
yeah,
this work
here we
for
go.
what you need?
Shiny and
Nice.
metallic. Perfect.
Good thinking, pup.
Yeah, I got that brains on me.
Yeah, you got that brain on you.
Smell it.
Smells like lye.
It's lyso.
Lying to me.
Yeah, it's lying to
Is
you.
this pliable enough for you?
This'll do nicely.
Okay. There we go. And now we have this
Gives me butt cheeks.
this pottery.
This sharp enough for you?
It'll do, it'll do.
All right, we did it. We gave the soaps.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You got everything.
Sure did.
Now, what the
Now,
hell
will
is he
you
gonna
tell
do
me
with all
about this
that?
plan of yours?
I'm bluffing our way out of here.
Oh boy.
Give me a few
Of
minutes
course.
and you'll see what I mean.
He's gonna be bluffing.
Voila.
Whoa! It's a gun? Oh, this doesn't
You
seem
carved
good.
a gun out
He's
of
making it
soap and
look like
wrapped
a
it in
gun.
tinfoil?
And he's going
That's
to pretend.
right.
Oh, this doesn't seem good.
Yeah, this is how you get shot.
Is this clever, a silly idea, or imaginative?
I'm leaning on imaginative.
Yeah.
It's certainly creative, I'll give you that.
Necessity is the mother of invention, as they say. Anyhow, soon as somebody comes in, I'll draw this and catch them off guard. You knock them out in the confusion, then we make our escape.
And you have confidence this will work?
These
Okay.
folk don't know firearms, they can't tell the difference.
Oh my
But,
god.
what if...
Hello in there?
My
I'm coming
lord.
inside.
Yeah.
Well, ain't this fortuitous?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Greetings. I'm Nadine. I've come to.
Hands up!
Wow. Just
Is that
like
a
that.
fake
Wow.
gun?
Yes?
She saw through that
Don't mind my
immediately.
friend here. Nadine, was
Yep.
it?
Yes, Nadine Redbird.
Harley Leger.
Okay.
That was lovely.
Oh yeah,
I hope he listens to that.
that Nadine was mentioned by that doctor.
Wait a minute. Weren't you Doc Sedgwick's apprentice?
That's right. You know him?
We spoke briefly, and he took care of Phil over there.
That's good. I do miss working with him.
Does that mean this is a medical call?
The chief sent me to make sure none of you were hurt. She also wants to speak with whoever's in charge of your group.
That would be me.
All due respect, sir, but after that little trick you just pulled, you're out of
I'll
Damn.
go then.
the running. All right, come with me.
Foolish. Foolish tricks.
He had fun in there.
Ooh.
I bring you Miss Harley Leger, representing the captives.
Thank you, Nadine. You may return and tend to the others.
I will.
Enter and be welcome. You may call me Chief Lutzi. I am responsible for the people of this village.
Pleasure's all mine.
You have violated the borders of the Autumn Nation, duly established by recognized treaty with your government. Miss Leger, why are you here?
We were looking for some soldiers, weren't we? Were we looking for soldiers? I think we were looking for soldiers.
Just be honest then. Say that you were looking for soldiers.
Captain Stokes is missing some troops, and we were helping in the search.
You serve Stokes. Curious. You do not dress like a soldier.
We have nothing to do with the fort.
Who are you then?
I'm a journalist for the Rosewater Post. My companions and I are researching Dr. Bennett Clark. We only came to Stokes to ask for help getting inside the abandoned laboratory on the other side of the valley. Thought maybe you could spare some dynamite or something. But first we had to ride with him to find First Lieutenant Mulberry and his missing men.
I see. What did he tell you of us?
Let's just say he didn't paint a very pretty picture.
Unsurprising. Do you share his opinion?
Do we hate Stokes, or are we just happy to be alive?
Yeah, maybe the second one.
Well,
More
you haven't
neutral.
killed me yet, so I'd like to take that as a good sign.
The Autumn mean you no harm, Miss Leger. However, for months, the fort soldiers have routinely violated our borders and harassed our people. Just last night, a band of them came, led by this man, Mulberry. They attacked us in our fields and set fire to our crops.
Oh my goodness. Let's see.
What was the outcome, maybe?
So what happened then?
Though our people suffered many injuries, we managed to extinguish the fires and chase off one of the soldiers. The other, I'm afraid, did not live. As for Mulberry, we captured him. He is under guard in one of our empty storehouses. Stokes has turned our village into a prison. And now he is recruiting civilians to come after us.
Oh man.
I fear this will not end.
I knew
until
that man wasn't
everything we
telling the
have
truth.
Has been turned to ash.
Yeah.
But I cannot allow that. Something must be done.
Let's see. There must be a way to get Stokes to back off. Maybe is there any way we
Yeah, one or two.
Let's
You're
do that.
right. Can we help you in any way?
I believe so. And you can get what you're after as well.
I'm listening.
Our scouts have observed an army wagon making regular deliveries to the fort from Rosewater. It comes in the night, when few others are willing to travel, and always it arrives a day or two after the train stops in town.
Then that would be tonight? I just arrived on the latest train into Rosewater.
Yes, exactly. I cannot know for sure, but I believe this wagon carries supplies, along with weapons and munitions. The soldiers use these to strengthen themselves, then come and deprive us of what little we have. If you and your people were to obtain them, it would be to our mutual benefit. We would have a means of defense. You would have the tools to enter this laboratory, and Stokes would be deprived of his armaments.
Let's see. Won't raiding an army wagon be dangerous? Or I'm sure my companions are up to it. Maybe two.
Yeah.
It's a bold move, but I think my companions will be willing to aid your cause.
I am glad to hear it.
Tonight, then, huh?
Tonight, or not at all. The cover of darkness will be to your advantage.
Yeah, our guys could just
Our
kind of like to hang
scouts
out.
have also
Yeah, pretty
noted
much.
that only 2 men
We'll
guard
just do
the
whatever's
wagon.
happening.
Guess I'd better tell the others and get to planning.
You are welcome to rest here in the meantime.
Thank you, Chief Lutzi.
May the Earthmaker guide you.
All right.
Everyone in good shape?
Mr. Lua has some minor bruising, but your friends are otherwise healthy.
Good to know. Hey, fellas, come on out here. We got some business to discuss.
Got some butter business.
Yep.
I take it your meeting with the chief went well?
Let's go for number 1.
It did. These are good people who can help us if we help them.
Helped them? With what?
With Stokes and the fort. Turns out the reason Mulberry didn't come back is that he was taken prisoner while conducting an unprovoked raid on this village. A raid Stokes himself ordered.
What?
Army soldiers have been crossing into Otham territory and attacking them without justification.
It's true. I have treated many of the wounded myself.
Hijo de la... We cannot let this injustice stand.
That is troubling. But what can we do about it?
Chief Lutzi suggested we hit him where it hurts, the fort's supply chain. So we'll be carrying out our own raid on a delivery wagon.
And to think just yesterday you were having reservations about robbing folk. Reckon it's true what they say about the frontier changing people.
Oh my gosh. I have no qualms about robbing the government.
Yeah, all of these are
I don't
good.
know about you, but I don't feel too bad about lifting a little from the crown. It glitters enough already.
If the government is engaged in oppressing these people, you should be proud to resist.
Now listen up, because we've got some preparations to make. And the wagon will be coming through tonight, according to the chief.
We can get the munitions Phil needs to get us into the lab. along with some weapons and supplies for the Autumn.
Ah, the old 1-2 punch. I like it.
Only question is, what's the best approach?
I'm thinking we create a distraction. We get the wagon to stop, then you and I keep the driver occupied while Danny and Phil sneak the stuff out.
I prefer a more direct approach. You said the wagon was poorly guarded, eh? We have enough fighters to overpower them. When they see they are outmatched, we should be able to take what we need without firing a shot.
Wouldn't it be better to do this without drawing any attention? You could set up a roadblock, then sneak out what you need while they investigate.
All good plans. Have you got anything, Danny?
No, but I think we should be careful. Something like this could so easily go wrong.
So, what's it going to be?
I do like the roadblock plan. I think it's the most sensible one. The riskiest one is to attack the wagon directly for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to do that one.
Number 1 doesn't seem bad, but it poses a high risk. So maybe number 3.
Yeah.
Let's go with Nadine's suggestion.
I do think it's best if none of us are seen committing this act of banditry.
Agreed. This is a stealth job. Nadine and I will search the wagon. You boys hang back and take whatever we unload. Well, we better get ready. Let's hope this goes off without a hitch.
Alrighty, here we go. Ooh.
What in tarnation? What's all this crap in the road?
Yeah, what's all this crap in the road?
Pay me enough for this. Buford, get up here and help me.
Gotta head out, but thank you
We should
for your
hurry.
entertainment,
I
and
don't
may you
think
both
we'll
have
have
a
long.
wonderful stream. Thank you. I hope that you have a good rest of your evening, and thank you so much for coming by.
Judging from the smell, this is cornflower.
All right, should we take the cornflower? I think
Nadine,
so.
help me unload this. No indication of what's inside.
I think we should open it. Might be weapons.
Just a bunch of uniforms.
All right, yeah, we're taking the uniforms. Wait, okay, it doesn't seem like we have
The
the
fort
option to.
soldiers are definitely well lubricated.
Oh my god.
That's what she said.
Seems to be full of pickled fish.
Okay, goodbye, fish.
Let's roll this out to the boys.
All right, fish are gone. Now what's this?
Looks like it's full of apples.
All right, let's take them apples.
Help me with this, would you, Nadine?
We haven't much time left.
Let's go right for the ammunition.
I think this one is rifle ammunition. Let's get this out of here.
What's this?
I don't know the combination.
We've taken too long already.
Damn.
We need to get moving.
I wanted to get the safe out.
We still don't have any explosives.
Check the big trunk.
Hell.
Jackpot. Here's some dynamite.
And a good cache of firearms. These should serve the Autumn well.
There's also a letter.
What does it say?
It's a manifest. Hang on. Here's the combination for that safe.
Ooh.
I'll be damned.
What is it?
Bars of aura.
Holy hell.
Lots
That's a
of
lot of gold.
Odd. Why deliver these to the fort?
Good question. Too bad they're marked. We could have had a nice payday. Hey, did you see these crates over here?
What about them?
They're all marked Rosewater.
Isn't this delivery coming from Rosewater?
Yeah, that's very odd. Right. Let's get out of here.
That's weird.
You have come back to us, and it seems your hunt was successful.
Yes. We recovered firearms, ammunition, and some additional food.
Did you obtain what you needed?
Yes, with this dynamite, getting into the lab will be quite easy.
Then I am glad the raid proved fruitful.
Chief Lutzi, I am curious. Now that you can arm your people, what is your plan?
I can certainly understand your curiosity, General Marquez.
You know me?
We are close enough to the new Spanish border to keep informed of current events. To answer your question, we will defend ourselves. Peace has not worked against those who wish to harm us, so we must answer them with force.
You strike me as a wise and capable
Yep,
leader.
I guess that makes
but
sense.
Allow me to offer one piece of advice. Do not underestimate your enemy. Nothing angers a tyrant like a show of resistance.
I
That's so
appreciate
true.
it, General. But I believe we will overcome.
I truly hope you do.
We found something else. A safe filled with Aurum bars.
And you did not take any?
They were all marked, traceable. We'd have no use for them.
Caramba. It's always something, isn't it?
The last thing we need is the Royals on us for stealing their Aurum.
The Royal Police? Nah, out here they'd send in the army. Or God forbid, the Blackburns.
The Union Busters?
Unions, heads,
Damn.
you name it.
The big question is, why send Aurum to the fort?
An intriguing line of inquiry, but I ain't sure the fort's dealings should concern us.
Perhaps not. But I am curious as well. Something unusual is happening here. Stokes was all too happy to aid our cause before my exile. Now he acts like a stranger. It cannot be a coincidence. I am going to charge my Lieutenant General with finding out more about these shipments.
Chasing more wagons full of Aurum?
Something like that. It is clear there will be no more aid from Stokes now, and I still have an army to outfit. Perhaps we will find something we can actually keep.
If money's what you're after, maybe you'd entertain the notion of joining our posse. That goes for you too, Miss Redbird.
What are you talking about?
I'll explain everything on the way back to the lab. Danny, you stay here and help unload the supplies. You can give Nadine the lowdown. Come meet us at the lab when you're done.
Will do.
I am sending one of our hunters to return Mulberry to the fort. He can show you the way back.
Much appreciated. Right, let's get a move on. You coming with us, Miss Legere?
I wouldn't want to miss the explosion. I'll make sure you don't get blown up, of course. I like number 2.
Yeah.
Damn right. Someone's gotta be sure you don't blow yourself sky high. And can it with the Miss Legere bunk? It's Harley.
Duly noted. Now let's get going.
Just one more thing before you go, Harley. You said you were a journalist, yes?
That's right.
Do you believe the townspeople would take an interest in our cause?
Some might. I can certainly tell my employer about the treatment you've received.
Please do. I have a statement I would like you to carry back. The Autumn are a peaceful people. We wish to be your good neighbors and friends. But if a Vespuccian soldier or any other person comes with violent intent to harm us, we will do what we must to protect our people.
Got it.
Makes sense.
Would you be willing to sit for an interview with someone from the post?
Gladly. My words are for all who will listen with open hearts.
I'll make sure your message is received.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing us back, partner. We can take it from here. Well, would you look at that?
Goodbye, flag. And hey, there's his
Didn't
hat.
think I'd be seeing old Jesse again. I'm keeping this arrowhead as a good luck charm. And who knows? Maybe some collector out there would be interested in acquiring the arrowhead that nearly wiped out Gentleman Jake.
Híjole. Is he always like this?
Okay.
I wonder how things will go for the Autumn now that they have firearms.
Well enough, I hope. Provided they don't point them at us.
The flag Stokes was carrying.
Pity it's in such a sorry state.
Guess we'll pick it
I
up.
shouldn't leave this here.
It's
I don't know what
good
we're
to
gonna
see
use it
someone
for.
who respects their country.
Oh, that's definitely not why I picked it up, buddy.
Fort Beaumont's parade flag looking worse for wear.
lot of people talking outside, and they've got to stop doing that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the diary entry.
That's okay. You don't have to be sorry.
Look at the horses.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Aw.
That's nice. The art in this game is so nice.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we may as well. Oh, we should probably talk to our guys.
Hey, Phil? Let's talk.
What about?
So how did you wind up here in Vespuccia?
That is a very long story, and I do not wish to relate it now. Perhaps another time?
Fair enough. I have to ask, what went on at the Rosewater Post?
That so-called newspaper editor dared to write that the People's Revolution was over, that we had been crushed by the forces of the Spanish army. Defeated, we will not abandon our cause. I demanded a correction. What did I get instead? A defenestration.
Rough break.
Yes.
Right. Carry on. Can we talk?
What's on your mind? 'Cause you know I've been wondering about the Otham. What do you suppose will happen to them now that they're armed with guns?
I'm confused. Didn't we just discuss this already?
I don't know.
This guy's a little silly.
But at least they have
Yeah,
a
he's
fighting
very
chance
silly.
now.
If Stokes
He doesn't really know
attacks
what's
and they
going on most
successfully
times.
fend him off, then perhaps he will leave them alone. But it will certainly not happen without bloodshed.
Well, best of luck to them.
Enough jabber. Let's push on.
All right. Enough jabber.
Hey, no more jabber.
Here we are.
You're quite certain you know what you're doing?
Just leave everything to me and stand far, far back.
Uh-oh. I like how he just ran away like that. Damn. We kablamoed that.
We.
Impressive work there, Phil.
I've been
Gracias.
kablam.
And an explosion will certainly liven up your article. Eh, Harley?
All right, well, in we go.
Hey, Phil? Let's talk.
What about?
How did you become so proficient with explosives?
The science of it always fascinated me.
Why do we sound
Even as a
boring?
child, I read a great
I don't
deal
know.
about mining and demolitions. The lessons were invaluable. So, when my parents sent me to university, I studied civil engineering. Most people do not realize just how much care must be taken when dealing with dynamite.
Hang on. You have a university education?
Of course. Does this surprise you?
No, I just didn't think a revolutionary would have a degree.
Well, I do. From the Escuela Superior de Ingenieros in Madrid.
Right? Carry on. How are you holding up, Jake?
Oh, just fine, just fine.
All right, well, in we go then.
Well, slap my behind and
Huh.
call me Betsy.
Not sure what I was
If you
expecting to
insist.
find, but it wasn't this.
It has been completely
I have
ransacked.
no idea what the
Still,
hell
there's
is in
gotta be
that
some
cage.
indication of where Clark took his money. Let's take a look
Ah.
around.
Oh, some
But watch
weird
yourselves.
fucking statue.
No telling what any of these doohickeys might be capable
Yeah,
of.
it
Maybe
might
we
be a
can-
dummy, maybe? Is it a dummy? I don't know.
At least Dr. Clark
I hope
practiced
it's not a
fire
person.
safety.
No,
You can't see
I hope
through.
it's a robot.
The
That'd be
window is
cool.
too grimy.
Might be a robot.
That'd be sweet.
I can't really see through the porthole, but it looks dense in there.
My poor hole.
No handle. Must be some other way to open it.
Hmm.
There's about 2 inches of dust. I can't make heads nor tails of this chicken scratch. Empty. Not really surprising. A wooden mannequin in a cage?
Oh, it is a mannequin.
I have so many questions.
You sure you want them answered?
A wooden
Such a
mannequin.
weird situation there.
Yeah,
What
it's
in the
pretty
ether is this thing?
I wouldn't get too close.
Indeed.
Looks like some type of cannon, and it's pointing right at the cage.
The hell?
Oh dear.
That's strange.
Very upsetting.
Some kind of console.
Quite.
Seems to connect to a few things.
What happened?
It crashed.
No! Does it autosave?
Yeah, it autosaved before we went into the lab.
Oh, good. Well, I'm gonna go pee then.
It's okay. We got an ad break anyway, so we'll do our ad break. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back to stream. We are
Welcome back.
back. Sorry about the crash. We're just gonna quickly run through the stuff that we already did.
I can't.
Yeah, and you better be sorry.
At least I have.
Minu, sorry.
And it's.
Right, Minu?
Hey, Phil, let's talk.
What about?
Right?
Alright, we looked at the lab desk.
There's about.
We searched
Empty.
it. We looked at the
I can't make-
scribbles.
What in the?
I wouldn't.
We looked at this thing. And then we inspected it. Oh, I see.
TT-180 must be this contraption's model number.
9207?
Is this some kind of combination or code?
Hmm.
I guess this measures etheric pressure, whatever that means. Must be what makes this thing go.
So let's try flipping it.
Nothing happened. This console isn't getting any power. 1 of 4 dials. It won't turn any further that way.
Okay. Oh no. That's 0. Shit.
It won't turn any further that way.
No, this one is 7. Okay.
Nothing happened. This console isn't getting any power.
We need to do something about
One
this.
of the dials is missing. Just my luck.
Oh, it's missing. Okay, so we can't do anything about that right now because it's missing.
Not much left.
Do you have
books
anything in your
and a
inventory that
broken
can replace
device.
it?
Let's see.
Anything freakish?
We have the flag, which is probably not going to work.
Probably not, no.
Let's see if these guys have anything.
Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
This place sure is something, isn't it?
I admit, I never gave much credence to all that ethericity business, but seeing all them contraptions and appurtenances, let's just say it's given me a new appreciation for Clark's tenacity.
Enough jabber. Let's push on.
You're the one that started it.
Hey, Phil, let's talk.
So mad.
Clark's lab is really quite something, wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
All right, that's fucking
Something
enough.
unnatural.
You said
Something
bullshit.
perverse. What possessed him to undertake this research is beyond me.
Right. Carry on.
All right, well, let's see. I guess there's more lab.
Another day, another lab.
Whoa, there is more lab.
This Clark fellow was into some strange things, wasn't he?
I'm starting to understand why he chose to do his work out in the middle of nowhere.
There's even a second story to this bitch.
Anything interesting in there?
Not really. Probably why they were left behind.
I can't begin to fathom what these contraptions are for.
Nothing of use to us.
Mooch? What's Mooch doing?
I get
He's
the
making
impression
deflating
this
noises.
is what powers everything.
I really.
We just need to get it running again somehow.
He was deflating?
Yeah, and then he ran over and flopped over here so that I
I'm
could.
guessing this thing needs to hit full power before the machine turns on. Some kind of
Excellent.
power meter. Never heard of an ampere before.
Yeah, he was deflating.
I bet the
He
machine's
was,
guts are
the
behind
gremlin
this
noise, but like
panel.
really quiet and elongated.
I can't
he was
remove it
over
with my
there.
hands.
Now he's over
I'll need a
here.
tool to unscrew it.
He came to deflate in this area now.
So now we need a screwdriver.
This must be where Clark parked his rear during his experiments. This may have held something interesting once, but now it's just lodging for spiders.
I guess we can go up the stairs. Oh, hey! There is a man up there.
Looks like a toolbox. What's it doing all the way up there? Way
Oh my
too high
God,
for
he
me.
shot-
Want me to give you a boost?
Nah, I still couldn't reach. I'll think of
He's such a
something
good
else.
mermaid.
What if we use the chair? Let's use the chair.
Maybe this will help.
Yeah.
Oh!
Then again, maybe not.
Never mind.
Wow, that was demented.
That was demented.
Way too high for me.
Want me to give you a
What if we
boost?
move
Nah, I
that
still couldn't reach. I'll
lightning
think of something
rod
else.
thing?
I can't
No,
begin
we
to
cannot
fathom
move
what
that
these
lightning rod
contraptions
thing.
are for.
Okay.
Nothing of use to us.
All right. Well,
This may have held something interesting once, but now it's just lodging for spiders.
what's that?
This is where all the cables wind up.
All right. Well, let's take a
I
look
get
at this
the-
guy
Just
again.
need
Can we pull this and see what it does? Ooh, it did something.
No good. There's some power getting through, but it needs more.
Okay.
Some kind of power meter. Never heard of an ampere before.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to get the toolbox before we can figure out anything more about that.
Yeah.
We need something that'll help us get
Yeah.
that. We need something that'll help us get that toolbox. But don't see anything that would here. Can we open that?
No handle. Must be some other way to open it.
Okay.
Looks like it's connected to the door somehow.
And that wire runs to the console back there.
Won't do us any good
Oh.
if there's nothing power in this place, though.
What's this? Oh, we don't have the ability to analyze this. Okay, is there more to this lab that we haven't seen, perhaps? What's that?
I can't begin to fathom
Oh.
what the...
Nothing of...
No. Nope, that's all of the lab. So we must have all the puzzle
Anything
pieces that
interesting
we
in there?
need.
Not...
Hey, Phil? Let's talk.
What about?
Can you think of any way to get that box down?
I'm afraid reaching high things has never been my forte.
Right? Carry on.
Now let's ask the other man. Maybe he has an idea.
Can we talk?
What's on your mind?
Might I borrow that arrowhead for a spell?
By all means. Maybe it'll bring you some luck, too.
Ooh. Okay.
Any clever ideas to get to that
Now we're
confounded
getting-
box?
Not too many, I'm afraid.
Maybe...
Hang on, I've got an idea. Why don't
That
you just
thing.
shoot the box down?
Beg pardon?
Let's put that gunslinging know-how
Yeah,
of yours
shoot
to
the box down. I was thinking
I
of that.
may be a showman, but I ain't a performing monkey. It's
Damn,
as
he
I
got so
said
mad
about
when he
those
said that.
bottles. I never perform sharpshooting tricks without a crowd.
Oh.
This guy has done the weirdest shit without us
Crowd
even
be
asking, and then we tell him
I
something
want to see what's
reasonable.
in
and
the
it's like,
box.
fuck
You've
no.
proven yourself
Right.
resourceful. I'm sure you can find a more practical way
Buddy,
to get to that box. That
you're just
doesn't
making it
involve
difficult for no
me
good
wasting
reason.
ammo.
Maybe his gun doesn't actually work.
Oh, maybe.
I don't understand. You showed off
We're
your
pressing
prowess
on it.
with a gun
We're
before.
pressing on it.
Now all I'm hearing are excuses. Why so shifty all of a sudden?
All right, look. The truth is, I've gone a mite rusty. A
Damn.
couple of years
you
ago,
were
I could
right.
have done it with my eyes shut, but time ain't been kind to my hands.
So how did you pull
Damn,
off
this
that
look.
juggling trick?
Danny's the one that shoots.
I
the ball
knew it.
from
I knew he was
wings.
the one that was
You want
shooting.
that box
Oh,
down
yeah.
so bad?
Yeah,
Ask him to
Danny's
help you when he
incredible.
gets back.
Enough jabber. Let's
Damn.
push on.
Okay.
God, the way our character is just like, all right, that's enough. Shut the fuck up. It's so funny to me every time. That's never gonna get
I
old.
hope this isn't considered treason.
Oh.
A strip
Reason
of
for no
cloth from a
reason.
Vespuccian flag. That's not going to help me reach the box.
Okay, I need to go to the restroom. I will be right back.
Okay, have fun out there.
Inky, are you in here? I have not heard a peep from you. Oh yeah, he's there.
Inky, inky.
Okay, you want to know something really funny?
What?
Remember how yesterday I was like practically bragging about how my feet don't hurt anymore and how little pain I've been experiencing and all that?
Oh, now they do again?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, they do today. And I don't really know why. It might just be the laser.
Oh, did you get a laser?
Yeah, I got a laser on Monday. So it could just be that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have I got something on my
Let's
face?
try giving this guy the ribbon. Oh, no, that didn't work. Okay. Let's try giving it to this guy.
Appreciate it, but I have no need right now.
Okay. Sure. Fine. Then let's give it to nobody, I guess. Alright, let's leave. What if we tried using it on that stool? Maybe that'd work. Nope.
Maybe the chair that broke?
I tried that, and it was not selected.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It does not appear we can use our ribbon strap on anything in this room. Just curious.
What were you missing from that machine again?
From this one? The button. The button's gone.
The whole ass fucking button.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess let's go outside. Maybe there's something outside we can use.
You have the arrow too.
Yeah, the arrow is what shredded the flag.
Yes, but you still have it, so that means there's still a use.
Yeah, we still have some kind of use for it.
Wonder if Dr. Clark boarded these up himself. The good doctor was pretty self-sufficient out here. Dr. Clark really liked his sarsaparilla.
We have the sarsaparilla.
Must take ages for any correspondence to get out here.
Probably beats having to hike into town, though.
And we cannot leave. Oh, wait, yes, we can. Is there anything, like, maybe out on the road? Perhaps? Got cactuses. What's over here? Oh, the world map. Right, yes. What is that? It's just some random-ass wagon thing. Whoa! It's a shop.
Oh.
Dios mío. What is this abomination?
Howdy, folks. Interested in learning about Coltit's miracle elixir?
Coltit.
Of course we are, little lady.
Then step on over here.
Oh my god.
I'm sure there's a lesson here about the laws of supply and demand. Professor Xander Coltit III. Good medicine for good people.
About bad medicine for bad people.
Special offer. Limited time only. 1 bottle for 5 crowns.
Why would we need that?
Boy, oh boy, I sure wish I was you.
Beg pardon?
Why, today's your lucky day.
Is that right?
Oh no, we're being preyed
Yes,
on.
sirree. You're just in time to experience the travesty of Xander Coltit III's miracle
The travesty?
elixir.
I don't
The what
understand.
now?
Oh, dang.
Oh.
I mean, the majesty
She's
of
failing.
Xander Coltit
She's doing a sales
III's
pitch.
miracle elixir. My name is Olivia Coltit, and I'm here to answer all your questions about this evolutionary new medication.
Are you sure you don't mean revolutionary new medication?
That's what I said. So, do you want to hear about it or not?
Say, do you know anything about that lab over there?
No, but I did hear a big boom coming from that way. Was that your doing?
No.
Oh, come on, you could tell me. I'm no tattler.
I said no. Now stop asking.
Fine, jeez.
I've never boomed in my entire
Fine,
life.
I'll bite. Tell me about this miracle elixir.
Glad you asked. From the maker of the wildly popular Coltit's Emulsified Soporific comes Coltit's Miracle Elixir, the finest, most elective tonic in Vespuccia. Guaranteed to treat and cure all illnesses from arthritis to yellow fever. And for a special limited time, we're selling it for the treasonable price of just £5.
Treasonable. Treasonable price. Uh-huh.
Yes, I've always wanted a treasonable price.
Yep. What is it?
Sounds pretty miraculous, all right. What's in this elixir, anyway?
Oh, I don't know. Daddy's the one who makes it. Oh, but I know he gets a secret ingredient from some lady named Ethel. He always talks about her when he makes a new batch.
Will this be something we need later, I wonder? Should we buy it?
Or for like a side.
Yeah, for like a side quest, maybe.
5 crowns seems a bit pricey. How about I give you 2 instead?
Sorry, ma'am. Daddy told me not to hackle.
Fine.
All right, give me a bottle.
Yay! Thanks, ma'am.
I don't know, maybe we'll need it for something.
How about your friends? Want 2 more for them?
We'll share.
Oh, okay. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. And if we're gone by then, well, best of luck to you.
You wouldn't happen to be related to a kid in Rosewater named Jem, would you?
No, ma'am. As far as I know, I'm a lonely child.
Why are you parked in the middle of the desert when there's a town full of potential customers not 2 miles from here?
Oh, I'm just minding the wagon while my daddy's doing his business at the fort. But he told me to stand out here and detract anybody who might come by.
And has anyone else come by?
Oh, sure. Tons of folk. Only one who didn't stop was a feller on horseback. Too bad, 'cause the guy he was hauling looked like he could have used some elixir.
I think I've heard enough for now. We'll just be going.
It was a real pressure.
My guess is the primary ailment these folks cure is swollen purses.
All right, well. I don't really know what we can use that for, but maybe. I guess we'll go back to the fort.
We sure got it as something.
Yeah, for sure. Guess let's go back to the fort. See what they've... Anything we got over here? Now, what's this do? Smell it.
Whoa! That'll put hairs on your chest. Professor Xander Coltit III's Miracle Elixir. Guaranteed to cure what ails you. I'm sure that's the case if what ails you is sobriety.
Alright, well, let's go into that side of the fort, I guess, maybe? Oh, we may not be friends with the fort anymore.
Guard!
What is it?
Did Captain Stokes come back here? We lost sight of him after the attack.
He's here. Don't think he's up to receiving anyone, though.
I found the flag Stokes was carrying out on patrol.
Oh,
Thought he
no.
might like it
He's
back.
gonna know we cut it.
It's very noble of you, miss. I'll make sure he gets it.
Carry on, soldier.
Right.
No, we found it that way.
True. Well, that is not what I was expecting. I guess we can't go in the fort.
No handles. Must only open from the inside.
Damn. Sure got a lot of nothing going on. Ain't got shit.
How are you holding up, Jake?
Oh, just fine, just fine.
Hey, Phil, let's talk.
What about?
Nothing, I suppose. Never mind.
Whatever you say.
Alright, I guess let's go back in. Maybe... I have an idea, but I don't think it's a good one.
What's your idea?
I think I want to try using the arrowhead to take off the screws for that panel.
That's a good idea. I was thinking we might have to cover it in the cloth to prevent like conduction of electricity. If there is power in this place, I don't know.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Let's see if this works.
Oh, what?
Oh, hell yeah, good job, Pooch.
Nice. Okay, cool.
That did it.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, Mario did.
Looks a bit worse for wear. Just have to get it working. Looks like something chewed through it.
Ooh.
No wonder the power's not getting through. This wire's all corroded.
Oh, I wonder if we have to pour the elixir on that.
Let's put some of this elixir to good use.
And then I wonder if we can use the scrap to wrap up the wire.
That should do it.
Let's see if this works. Nice! We did it.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
God damn.
Oh, there's the other two.
Looks like Phil managed to get the door open.
I wonder if they found anything inside.
Uh-oh. Oh my. What the
I'd say
hell
so,
was
yes.
that?
We are up and
It
running.
farted.
Impressive.
I guess
This
so.
technology is amazing. What did this Clark fellow
That was pretty
intend
funny.
to do with
What
such
if they found
power?
anything?
Beginning to wonder about that myself.
Nice job getting the lights back on.
Get everything squared with the Otham?
I think so.
They're adequately supplied. They should be well off for some time.
Well, I suppose we should see about...
Hello? Is someone in here?
Damn. Looks like we've attracted some attention.
I come in peace. Please, make yourself known.
Guess we don't have much choice.
Oh.
Hail!
He looks like a Star Wars character.
Goodness, I wasn't expecting so many of you.
And we weren't expecting anybody at all.
Oh no, not another one.
Do you
Who are
have
you,
some
Bodhi?
interest in
Oh,
Dr. Clark
yeah,
as
both of them.
well?
Yes, you could say that. I am Paul
Oh
Burkhart,
no.
emissary of the Luminarians.
The what now?
We are disciples of Dr. Clark, protectors of
Oh?
his artifacts and legacy.
No kidding. So you must know all about him then.
He has a
Quite
cult
so.
built around him, does he? I think we already met one
You
of your
know,
people.
I think we've met one of these disciples already.
You must be referring to Samuel. He is quite protective of this place. If you seek enlightenment, we will be glad to share our wisdom with you. But let us all return to the commune. We must not further defile
commune?
the sanctity of this place.
Oh no,
Come.
they're an actual cult.
I am eager to learn about you all.
Freakish.
Welcome to Chrysalis, friends. Feel free to explore, converse with the residents. You'll find we have much to offer. We'll speak again soon.
This is what I gotta say to this, buddy. Yikes.
What an accommodating
Yep.
fellow.
Yikes.
This is all very strange. You all might be into this porqueria, but I want no part of it. I am going back to the lab.
Suit yourself.
He's making the only sensible choice.
All right, let's see
Yeah.
if we can learn about where Clark's stash might be. But let's not overplay our hand, shall we? If anybody asks, our interest is purely academic.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
really not a good liar, Mr. Ackerman.
Shoot, nobody's asking you to lie, sugar. Just withhold certain details.
Of
We're
course.
interested in learning about Clark. That's all there is to it.
The best way
Come
to
on,
lie.
Danny. Let's see where our
Right.
friend's gone off to.
That's what I say
know
as
lying
well
doesn't come
when I'm
natural,
looking
so
at certain artwork,
others,
that
it's like
it's purely
breathing.
academic.
Don't take this amiss,
Because
but
I am a
if
writer.
you'd like some pointers. Sometimes it's
Oh,
good
yes.
to be able to keep
And
certain things to
looking
yourself.
at that
You don't want
artwork is
everybody and his
important to my
uncle to
writing.
know.
Oh. All right.
Let's see. Believe what you're saying. When in doubt, change the subject. Always maintain eye contact. Maybe that one. That's probably the most believable when you're telling a lie. Maybe.
Yeah.
Make
And
sure
it's easier
you don't
for her to
break
do.
eye contact. Shifty eyes are a telltale sign of dishonest intent.
You seem to have a lot of experience in these matters.
I only lie when I have to.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but I only lie when it's necessary.
You find it necessary to lie?
Sure, at times. To save my skin. You don't?
I haven't needed to.
Lucky you. Hope that keeps working out for
Okay,
you.
lady, we get it.
But
You're
if anyone
perfect.
asks what you were up to
Me
the
neither.
day when, say, a wagon got raided outside Rosewater, a little capacity for dissimulation might be handy to have.
Your advice is appreciated. I'll just see what I can find out on my own.
All right, well,
Goodbye.
here we are.
Have fun not lying.
Yeah, have fun not lying. Name, have fun not lying.
What a friend.
If the smell's anything to go by, that crate's full of fertilizer. Not very intimidating. No wonder the crops are bare.
At least there's a rainbow on the sign.
Certainly colorful. They have an automated
Yay.
irrigation system. Pretty
Yeah.
ingenious.
Gay cult.
Seems like they're pretty self-sufficient here. Suppose that's where the animals are kept. Kitchen to the left, rostrum to the right.
What the hell is a rostrum?
Yeah, what the frick is a rush?
I don't know. It's on the right. I guess we'll go.
Well, time to get our rostrum done.
Oh. I see. Huh.
Oh, that was the cult symbol, yeah. Okay. Cool. Next, wait.
They're appropriating gay culture. What the hell is this? This is...
Is there some alien shit going on?
I think so, yeah.
My, that's quite imaginative.
What was the thing that Danny and Drew were talking about?
Quite
Like
the
ash bar or
contraption.
something?
Oh god,
I'm
it started with
gonna
a B. Bashar?
This
Was it
isn't
Bashar?
much use
Oh,
for
yeah,
wheel
Bashar.
missing. Handle still looks good at least.
If you see his face, he'll give you his finger. If you see his dick, you're gonna suck it.
Oh, that was a good video.
That's fucking amazing.
I think I saw this model in the latest Bulls Clearage Frontier catalog. Fancy. Full of grain by the look of it.
Well, I guess we'll leave Nadine to find out her information on her own for now. We'll talk to this man.
Well, well, if it isn't
Oh,
my
that's
old
Samuel.
friend.
Shit.
The Defiler returns.
Hey now, don't get your britches in a twist.
You're a guest of Emissary Paul, so I'm obliged to welcome you. But if you continue casting your shadows of discord over all that is bright here,
Oh, they're a hardcore
there will be
cult.
consequences.
They got ranks and everything.
Discord mod.
Yeah, how am I
That's
casting
where you
shadows
get
of
off
discord?
saying
It's
I'm
not even
casting
invented
shadows
yet.
of discord or whatever.
I caught you
Pinky?
trespassing outside the laboratory. Then your friend blasted the door off.
It was all in the name of research.
I
I'm
don't know
just
what he
as
keeps doing.
interested
He's
in all
around
this as you.
somewhere. I
You've
know
a
he is.
peculiar way of showing it.
What's so special about this place that they've got you standing guard?
This building houses our collection of artifacts salvaged from Dr. Clark's laboratory.
I bet that's where the button is.
Oh, so you're the ones who looted the place.
We did not loot it. We saved important items from obscurity and decay.
Yeah, that's sure what that means.
So what brought you to Chrysalis?
My personal business is none of yours.
Touchy.
Friendly. Friendly guy.
Think I might take a quick peek?
yeah.
Absolutely not.
Only
Outsiders
Mother
are
Guy is
forbidden.
very friendly.
On a scale of 1 to Minu, how friendly would you say this guy is?
Very un-Minu, because Minu is perfect.
What if I brought
So
you
you
a
say.
new artifact for your collection?
Then I would be very surprised.
I have to agree
We've already
because
retrieved
I'm
everything
Minu's
of value
dad.
from the laboratory.
So,
Even from that locked room?
yes,
That
Minu
room is
perfect.
inaccessible. Do not even consider attempting to breach it.
So how does one go
It's
about
weird.
joining your little club?
You think if you joined us that I would just suddenly allow you to enter?
Sure, you said only outsiders were forbidden.
Nice try, but not on my watch.
We're gonna go in.
Did you ever have a chance to meet Dr.
We're
Clark?
gonna be joining.
No, nor did I desire to.
No?
Ethericity is not a power to be trifled with. I've no interest in meeting someone who treats it as a plaything.
I'm confused by this guy's stance on the Doctor. Is he worshipping the Doctor and sucking him off, or is he flipping him off? He's doing one of the two. I don't know which one it is.
Oh, he's
Where
sucking
did
him
Dr.
off, just
Clark
like
end up?
Bashar.
Not where he should have.
Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like he hates him.
Do you know any details about Dr. Clark's research?
He was toying with fire, pure and simple. He may have been
He's flipping
inspired
him
and
off.
driven to his work by the Luminous Ones.
Luminous
He was only
ones.
their tool. He did not
Oh, that's
acknowledge
alien
their
shit for
undeniable
sure.
glory or show them the
Oh,
proper
yeah.
respect.
That's some
He
alien
took a
bullshit.
battering ram to the door of heaven. When they tired of the noise, they whisked him away inside the gates, while the rest of us still wait outside.
So what you're saying is, you don't actually know.
So he's saying that he disappeared.
I've underestimated you. I didn't think there could be someone more arrogant than Dr. Clark.
I'll leave you to your guarding. Try not to die of boredom.
All right. Well, that was a riveting conversation with Samuel. Let's see what's going on over here.
Excuse me?
Ah, hello. You must be one of Miss Redbird's companions.
That's right. Harley Leger.
My name is Evan. Evan Holbrook. Welcome to Chrysalis.
Evan was just showing me the cookhouse. You know they grow or raise everything they eat here themselves?
Well, mostly. Sometimes we need to resupply.
This
from town,
face
but we aim
is
to be
so
fully
familiar.
self-reliant.
And I know
Our
it's like
dedication will
it's
be
not
rewarded with bounty.
familiar, like in terms of like somebody like. I think there's somebody this guy looks like that is alive in real life, and that is what I'm thinking of right now. Just vaguely off the top of my head. Like I feel like in a show I watched recently there was a guy that looked like this.
So, are you the biscuit roller for this community, or what?
Not quite.
Oh
Everyone
no!
in Chrysalis does
No!
their part.
No! He looks
My
like
day on
that
the road, I
guy
fix breakfast.
Do you have a doctor?
from
I have a
the
few
from the
skilled
Tri-Men,
engineers.
doesn't
I
he?
do wish we
Kinda.
had more knowledge of
Sorta?
agriculture. Our crops haven't been thriving like we
I don't remember his name. That
Yeah, which guy?
I don't know. He was in the recent the recent kitchen one that we watched together. What is his name? It's not Paul, is it? No, I don't think it's Paul. I think it starts with an M. I don't have memory for shit.
What's your story, Evan? How did you join up with these folks?
Well, like many of the others here, I was living in New Britannia. My wife was there at the etheric demonstration at the expo.
Oh,
I
New
lost her
Britannia is
forever.
where that
But
explosion
emissary
was.
Paul found me and explained how she had
At the beginning, when they talked about the explosion in that newspaper.
I wanted to throttle him, actually.
I wonder if that's when the doctor disappeared.
I can understand that reaction.
But I realized that in my grief,
Maybe there are
I'd
aliens.
become blinded.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Maybe this whole mural thing up here
One day
actually
I'll
happened. Maybe
transcend
that
to
explosion happened and he got thrown through time. Just like Mario in the 1,000-Year Door.
That's how
You said
Mario
your
works.
crops weren't doing well.
That's how the
Why not?
1,000-Year Door
Getting
worked.
the irrigation in this year saved some of the crop, but we're facing lean times. We simply must find a way to grow enough to feed everyone.
That guy won't let me in to see Dr. Clark's things. Yeah, let's
Your
complain to him.
friend over there refuses to let me in to see Clark's artifacts.
Yes. Samuel is quite a stickler.
Just
for
imagine
rules.
talking to some
Sometimes I
guy
think he
trying
likes
to
his
get
duties
inside a
as the
shack,
emissary's
and the
assistant
other guy's
in
like,
his head.
no. And you just walk over to a guy next to him and just be like, can you believe that guy won't
They're
let
not
me
letting
in?
there.
What?
What a freak.
Yeah, can you believe that guy won't let me in to defile those artifacts? Alright, let's ask about Dr.
Did
Clark.
you ever meet Dr.
I
Clark?
came here for one thing,
Alas,
and it was
no.
to defile some
I
artifacts.
hadn't really heard of him
Oh, I'm
before the
defiling
expo.
some artifacts.
I was looking at the wax anatomical models.
That's
and
my goal
medical
anytime I
models.
enter
But my wife said they turned
a
her
place
stomachs.
of
She went to see the etheric pavilion
collection.
instead. I don't think she really knew who Bennett
A
Clark
place
was
of collection.
either. It was just something.
Do you remember the
that happened at the
JRPG
time.
museum that we went
Only either of us
into?
knew what a significant thing was about to happen.
No.
The place that was shaped like a JRPG dungeon. But it was a museum. You don't remember the museum? The art museum? Was it an art museum? No, it wasn't an art museum. It was a science museum, wasn't it?
You mean the mansion? In Toronto?
Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah,
art
that
museum.
mansion? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I
It
do.
looked like a JRPG dungeon.
It was lovely.
It was lovely. I don't even know what he said to me last. I'm just gonna ask
The
about
disaster
the disaster.
that killed all those folk?
Please. That's what the ignorant,
Oh no.
unenlightened call
Oh no, that's not.
Emissary Paul
Oh
helped me
no,
understand.
revisionist history.
Evocator Bennett showed the world
We're really
the
dealing with a cult.
transcendence phenomenon. It wasn't a disaster. It was a miracle. I
Oh,
only
dear.
regret that I wasn't there, so I could have gone along with her.
Okay.
Do you know where Dr. Clark disappeared to?
Evocator Bennett didn't disappear. He transcended.
Again, you use this word. What do you mean by it?
He passed through the etheric gateway and joined with the luminous ones in the cosmos.
Oh.
He became one with Bashar.
Exactly what was Dr. Clark researching?
Ethericity, of course.
He
Of
became one
course,
with
but
Bashar.
what about it? Energy sources? Industrial applications?
Yeah, 100%.
What?
Miss Leger, I couldn't begin to tell you. Whatever reasons he may have given the public, the bankers, the professors, and what have you, his true purpose was to open the way for humanity to pass into the etheric realm. And it wasn't easy. He spent 2 years in that laboratory before transcending. Soon the day will come when we all can follow him.
It was good talking to you. I'll leave you both to it.
Goodbye for now.
Well, we learned
you
nothing
later,
from
Harley.
that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nadine, could we have a word?
Of course.
You enjoying yourself here?
These are good people. I'm glad we met them.
You don't find them a bit odd?
I'll admit, I don't quite comprehend their philosophical ideas, but they've welcomed us with open arms. The least we can do is offer open minds.
Yeah, Nadine's not being a judgmental asshole like us, who has been so jaded and tainted by the world that we see a commune and automatically assume it's an alien dick cult.
Any
Then how
ideas as
dare
to how to get
we?
that fellow over there away
How
from his post?
dare we?
And maintain eye contact?
Afraid this situation's a bit more complicated than that. Still good advice, though. I'll leave you to your conversation.
Okay, well, I don't think we're getting anything else out of this screen, so let's leave. Wait, did I analyze the mural? Yes, I did. I did analyze the mural. Alright, well, I suppose we'll go to the rostrum and deal with that nonsense. Okay, where should we start? There's so many places. Let's start with this water tower. I like how we're just walking
reliable
through.
water supply is everything out here. The butterflies sure seem to like these flowers.
We got some shacks, and then we have whatever this is.
Something about that makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, what is this anyway? Butterfly fly
Absorb.
or butterfly absorb? What are they? Detroit become butterfly?
Like a soul thing?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe the butterfly is like a soul. And that's a illustration. Oh, good point, Pup. Good point.
They just called me Bub.
I hope I'm
No,
not
I called you
interrupting
Pup.
anything.
Ah, Harley. Miss Larkin here was
That would be
just
so
telling
funny.
me about this Fascinating place.
Hello and welcome.
Bub.
It's so nice to have
Good
visitors.
point, bub.
Thanks, but I was hoping to have a word with Jake in private.
Of course.
We were? I didn't know,
What's
we
on
had
your
anything
mind?
to talk to Jake about.
So, what have you picked up from these fine folks?
This ethericity stuff is much more complex than I thought. Seems our friend Dr. Clark may have been on to something after
Oh my
all.
god. He's being cold
I
washed.
think I found a promising lead. There's a shack on the other side of the commune full of things salvaged from Clark's lab. Only problem is it's being guarded by that first luminarian we met.
Well, the feller with the tinfoil chapeau?
The very same. How can I
Fellow
get
with the
past him?
tinfoil
He's
shampoo.
a peculiar one, but he seems to be the most
shampoo?
reverent to these folks.
Shambo?
Perhaps you could win him over with a peace offer.
Yeah, chapeau.
There might still be something in the lab that's been overlooked.
I'll
Yes,
just leave you
the
to
hat.
it then.
Alright, well, I didn't hear any of what that was because we were talking about hats. So,
Begging your pardon.
We were
How
just
may I help?
obsessed.
What is it you do around here?
Plenty. I help in the fields and in the kitchen, but my particular gift is keeping Chrysalis beautiful and its people inspired.
Yeah,
All the murals
God forbid
and
we don't
paintings you
keep the
see
cult
around
beautiful.
the commune are my work.
And a fine job you've done.
Why, thank you.
yes, the art is
I
lovely.
agree. You've really managed to
You're
liven
really
up this
lying
desert
now.
with some color.
Yes, that was my intent. I'm glad it comes across.
Okay.
What's the meaning behind those shadow paintings?
We commemorate those who have transcended, and those who will.
Oh,
guessing
so
the
that's what they
butterfly
mean by
means something, too?
transcending.
Very
When you become a
astute.
butterfly,
yes,
I guess?
The butterfly represents
Oh,
the
you were right,
immortal
look.
soul, the essence of a person in their fullest
Wow,
flourishing.
you were
The
right.
butterfly
Wow.
is pure potential.
It's almost like I've been in a
contained
cult
within
before.
those who have not yet transcended. Once someone has passed into the
I
ether,
haven't.
it is released
Okay,
and
good.
flies free.
Why, that's mighty
I was
poetic.
just
about
wanted
to
to scare
say,
you.
I was about to
conceive
say,
that you
oh
have quite a
dear.
bold, brilliant butterfly stirring within you.
You don't say. You
I
see that, do you?
If you permit me, it
The
would
cult
be
of
my honor
Minu.
to paint it. Only if you're
Yes.
willing, of course.
The cult of
Everyone's journey
Minu's
to
values
transcend
are
what
as
it is
follows.
unique.
Scream at
Perhaps
6
you
a.m.
could tell me more
until
about
8
it once
a.m.
Harley's done talking.
and then scream again
With pleasure.
from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. That is the cult of Minu's values.
Yes.
Yep.
How did you end up here in Chrysalis?
Ethericity always fascinated me. I joined up with the Luminarians when they were passing through Rampton on their way west. We founded Chrysalis here, close to the Evocator's laboratory, and where the veil is parted.
The veil?
The
The
veil?
boundary between our world and the ether.
Oh,
the
that's
realm of
not
the
good.
cosmos,
When they
home
start
of the
talking about
luminous
veils,
ones.
that
the barrier
that's
is very
not
thin
good.
Here. Can't you feel it?
That's not
There's
good.
definitely something in the air.
That's the way that they talk about reality in the show that I've been watching, and that show is bonkers.
I've noticed you all sure are fond of butterflies.
What better creature to symbolize transcendence? Like butterflies, we too will undergo a metamorphosis, pass through the veil into the ether,
Okay.
and join the luminous ones. Not only that, their wings have 8 sections,
Gotcha.
and they flap in a figure 8 pattern.
Does that mean something?
Evocator Bennett's sacred number, of course.
What?
Sacred number? What does that mean?
The number 8 is very important. It appears constantly in the Evocator's writings, and Bennett himself was born
Like
on
infinity?
the 8th of August, 1788.
Oh yeah.
That's quite a coincidence.
Coincidence is mere illusion.
Okay.
Did you ever meet Dr. Clark?
I did. Once. Such a brilliant mind. We didn't speak long, but I felt as though we'd conversed for hours.
I too meet people and feel as though we have conversed for hours. I am talking to one person that I said that to once upon a time. So that just sometimes happens.
Do you have an idea of where Dr.
Sometimes.
Clark might be currently?
Yeah, sometimes he
course.
just be chatting.
He's with the luminous ones.
Pardon?
The beings on the other side of the veil. The ones who
Oh,
dwell
okay.
in
So
the
he was
ether.
with the
You're saying
aliens.
Clark is dead?
Not dead. Transcended. Eternal. You still have much to learn. It's good you're with us now. Everything will
His
become
butterfly
clear
got
soon.
released,
Trust
is
me.
what she's trying to say.
What if he was just like in the field common?
That's one way to release your butterfly.
Yeah.
Are there multiple ways to release your butterfly, do you think? Do you think they restrict masturbation because when you come, the butterfly might fly out and you might lose your soul? That might be it. That might be it.
No, no, probably not.
What exactly was
Well,
Dr. Clark's etheric research
I prefer
about?
my Colts
Truth.
when they're
Lovely
about
I think they do
sentiment,
it.
So.
but could you
They
be a
do it
bit
in
more
Hulk.
specific?
Oh, I
He
see.
sought to connect us with the world
They try to
above,
transcend
to
wild
unite
comedy.
us with the luminous ones.
I mean,
He succeeded in not
some
only opening
have
the
been
door,
known to do
but
that.
stepping through and crossing the veil. He showed that the way is possible. Now we all must
There
learn
have
to follow.
been
All right.
I'm sure
Thanks
there
for
are
the chat.
Reddits
Be well.
about that
Don't
very
wander
thing.
too far now.
All right, well that was fun. I guess we should venture over to these fine people.
They seem enthralled by Paul's ramblings. Hey, Danny?
What's going on?
What has this guy been talking about?
So, what's our friend on stage been jabbering about?
What hasn't he? This guy makes Jake seem like a silent monk by comparison.
Oh my.
Anyway, it's mostly been about Clark, his etheric research in New Britannia, how he built his lab out here after the Expo disaster.
Oh, he
Excuse me,
survived the Expo disaster.
Miracle, that sort of thing. He says Clark transcended. I'm not sure what that means.
I get the impression it means he's dead.
Oh, that's too bad.
Hey, Goth Fox, welcome. Thank you so much for the resub and congrats on your 29 months of being a dog boy simp. Goth Fox inspired.
Hello.
Goth Fox suggested the pose for today, by the way, the thumbnail pose with the doggies on the horse.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And Goth Fox also bought me Date Everything today, which was also very nice. Except for the fact that it is his birthday, so he should have been buying himself something. Which, by the way, happy birthday. I don't know if
He did
it's...
buy himself something by buying it for you because
That's what he said.
Godfox likes you, and then you can stream it to him.
That's what he said, yeah.
Well, I knew it.
Happy birthday. I don't know if it's tomorrow yet where you live. I think it is, if I know my time zones right, which I never do, so don't quote me. But if it's not, happy early birthday.
Happy Super Omega birthday.
Okay, yes, it is tomorrow. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, happy Super Omega birthday.
I was wondering if you might help me out.
We were
with
just
something.
talking about a cult
There's
of dick.
a toolbox inside Clark's lab that's out of reach, and I've had no luck getting it down. Think you might put your pistols to the task? I asked Jake to do it, but he said you were the one for the job.
I could do that. Yeah, you want to go right now?
No, we can do it later.
Perhaps not this very instant.
No problem. Just ask me again when you're ready.
All right, so let's,
What's your impression of Chrysalis?
Well,
we're still learning
it's
about dick.
peculiar.
Colts.
Everybody's got a job to do, a way to help. Nobody's left out, and that's nice. But all this
That's
stuff
the way
about
they describe that cult in
etheric
King of the Hill,
beings,
too, buddy.
It sounds,
Crazy?
You said it, not me. Anyhow, I wouldn't mind hanging around a while.
So, where did you learn to shoot?
I, used to know some folks that were handy with pistols.
Yeah,
They
that
gave
makes
me a few
sense.
pointers, and I just sort of picked it up.
I think we all know a few folks that are handy with pistols
I'll
every
leave
now
you
and
to
then.
the lecture.
Speak for yourself.
He does
Texas.
go on, doesn't he?
Right.
They're really fond of this butterfly motif, aren't they?
I kind of like it.
My friends, today we give thanks for our manifold blessings. On this day of celebration, the Evocator's Day of Transcendence. And why do we celebrate today, on the 8-month anniversary? Because one is nothing special.
Oh, yeah, because it's the number 8.
Is an isolating, selfish, lowly.
Yeah, one might say 1 is the
8
loneliest number. And that 8 is more powerful than the number 1.
8 is the flap of the butterfly's wings. On this day in March of this year, exactly 8 months ago, the luminous ones called Evocator Bennett up to join them in the luminiferous ether. In so doing, they showed us the path of light.
Oh yeah, they
where
sure did.
Soon we all shall follow. Now our soul sibling Bennett dwells among them in the etheric realm beyond this earth, in a transcendent
I did my
union
early shift. I
of
think I managed to pull
cosmic
about 6
harmony
shots of espresso in
and
15 minutes
peace.
while calibrating the grind. I'm quite impressed. Ooh, nice. I think Mel might understand that better than me. But that sounds nice. Good job. Okay, are we done with the coal area? Let's go
Hey,
shoot
Danny?
that box down.
What's going on?
Let's go.
Sure.
Ah, Phil. There you are.
Had enough of those luminous lunatics too, did you?
Not entirely. Danny's come to help get that box down. That's it, up there.
Right.
Shoot it. Shoot it, my guy.
You might want to
Shoot
stand over on this side, Phil.
Kablamo. Phew. Do it, my guy.
Oh,
Bam.
he's going on.
Bam.
Nice shot.
Hi, Inky.
Thanks, Harley. Happy to help. So, what's inside that box
Hi.
that's so important anyway?
Guess we all get to find out together.
What you doing? How you doing, bud? Oh,
Inky is wonderful.
Yep, he is needing attention. Bang, Inky spawns from gun. Oh no.
There's more than one way to get a box open.
Hi, sweetie boy. Oh, sweetie, it's been a little while since I've seen you. You haven't come in here in a few days. You've just been out there. I don't even know what you do out there.
Well, he's busy.
You've just been busy. Just been busy out there. What a nice guy. Okay, hold on. Let me save. Alright. Let's search the box.
Well, anything good inside?
Not really. Just a wrench and
The
this
dial!
dial thing.
I hope
We got
it
the
was
dial.
worth the trouble then.
That was good practice, at least. I'm heading back to Chrysalis.
Hi, sweetie.
See you both later.
Hi. 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 No, that's not for you. That's not for you. That isn't for Inky. Hi.
Oh, Inky.
Oh, Inky. Okay. Well, now that we've opened the box, I think this is probably a good place to call it.
But we're having fun.
We are having fun, yes. But at some point, I need to go get groceries, and I was thinking about doing that tonight.
No.
What?
You don't gotta get groceries.
I don't?
No.
Okay, we can continue. Right, Inky?
No, I don't mean. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bully you into doing that. If you gotta go get groceries, get groceries.
Well, Inky is trying very hard to knock something down right now.
It's important.
Yeah, it's important. You don't even understand.
You're right, I don't.
They're open until 11, so oh, damn, actually, that's still pretty close. I guess I can always get them tomorrow. What are you doing? No, don't step on that. There are some things you can step on and some things you cannot step on.
That's so true to life.
Yeah. Alright, well, we got the button.
Yeah.
Alright, bud. Are you just gonna stand over there?
Hey, Phil? Let's talk.
What about?
A bunch of Clark's things are collected at the commune, but one of the Luminarians is guarding the place.
Naturally. Are you seeking a distraction?
If you have an idea, I'm all ears.
It just so happens I do. I have had a look around, and this machinery is quite unstable. With a few
Ooh.
more items, I could finish what we started with the door and send this whole
Oh
place up
my.
in smoke.
He's gonna blow up the
That
whole
would
damn
give you
shack.
time to search, no?
It would, but it seems a touch extreme. What would you need exactly?
Well, mainly fertilizer and flammable liquid for accelerant.
Well, we know where the
I
fertilizer
can construct
is.
a detonator out of scrap I found, but I will need something to serve as the plunger to set it off.
Bye,
Well,
Inky.
I'll consider it.
Bye, Inky.
Right. Carry on.
All right, let's go over to this button zone. Let's examine
A
it.
round dial with a small red notch on it.
Nice, we did it. Okay, so 9. This needs to be at 2.
It won't turn any further that way.
07. Do it. Hey, we did it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh hell.
Move.
Oh
Are
my.
You all right?
I think so. The cage seems to have absorbed all that energy. Just warn me before you try that again.
Interesting.
So, this
So the
console
cage
operates
absorbs the
equipment
energy?
by setting the dials in a 4-digit
Which means the
sequence.
mannequin in it is
That
unharmed.
means we need to figure out the right code to get the door open.
They trying?
At least Clark
do they
did his testing
suck?
on mannequins, not people.
As far as we know.
Trying to suck shit out of them.
Maybe.
A wrench. Nothing spectacular
What
about
do we
it.
need a wrench for? Don't think we need a wrench for anything. Can we open this now? The light is on.
No handle.
Oh, right. This is what we're trying to...
Looks like it's connected to the door somehow.
And that
He left to
wire
cause
runs to
electrical
the
nonsense.
console
Yeah,
back
he might
there.
as well have. Okay, so we need a code.
It's the code to
Right there.
activate the ceiling cannon.
Yeah, we already did
If
that
only
one.
Clark had written down the code for that door.
But
I guess this measures etheric pressure, whatever that means.
TT-180.
TT-180 must be this contraption's model number.
Kitty.
Yeah. Alright, well, there's nothing in there that we can do. There's nothing in here anymore, is there?
There's more than one way to get a box open.
I think we may have to return to the commune.
Empty. Not really surprising. I can't make heads nor tails of this chicken scratch.
I have a feeling the number 8 is going to be significant
There's
here
about
since
2
they
inches of
talked about it
dust.
so much, but I don't know what the other numbers would be.
What in the ether
What
is
if it's
this
just all
thing?
8s?
Best
I was
left alone,
considering
if you
that.
ask me.
Wait,
Not much left.
wasn't he born
Some
in...
books and a broken
nine-
device.
Didn't they say 1988? They said 1988, right?
Try it.
It's worth a try. I think Inky wants out.
No good. I guess those dials aren't set up correctly.
Alright, I'm gonna let him out. I'm coming, monster. Hello, monster. Here you go, little man. There you go. Hi, Inky. Hi, Ashy. I can't tell if Ashy wanted in or if he wanted to be friends with Inky.
But
Isn't this set in... Oh, wait. No, I think you are right. Was it 1888? Maybe it was 1888?
oh yeah.
I think it might have been 1888.
Yeah, that was yeah, good call.
No good.
Damn.
I guess those
What is-
dials
okay.
aren't set up correctly.
Well, over here, try all the 8s.
Okay.
Not Clark's birthday. Good to know he wasn't quite so conceited.
What? 8
What?
8 8 was not his birth. What? Huh. I wasn't expecting that.
Flip it again.
Not Clark's birthday. Good to know he
What
wasn't
the
quite so
fuck?
conceited.
All right. Well. I think it's not that.
Indeed. Dang it. She didn't take notes on the chrysalis. I was trying to figure out if there was another date that we got that we could use. I guess we gotta go back there.
Yeah, I might be inside of that place where they're restoring all that juice.
I will stay in here.
Probably. We gotta go hang out with the cult again. The cult of decidedly lack of dick.
Whatever turning on that generator did, I hope it's not permanent.
It was hella permanent. Oh, weird.
All right,
It went away. What the hell? Why'd it go away? That's weird.
It like dispersed into the air.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, here's the fertilizer.
This had better work, Phil.
Who was it that told us about the 8s? Was that lady? I think it was that lady. Yeah, she's going crazy about the 8s.
Crazy 8s.
Yeah, she was talking shit about shit.
Best not to interrupt.
Oh, damn it.
A reliable water supply is everything out here.
Alright,
The
I guess we gotta
butterflies
make our
sure seem to like
distraction
these
then.
flowers.
That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe once we get into that shack, like you said, there might be something in there that points to that code. Alright, so we got the fertilizer. We just need something to light it up. What would that be? I wonder.
Full of grain, by the look of it. Quite the contraption.
Something to light it up.
This isn't much use with a wheel missing. Handle still looks good, at least. This isn't much use with a wheel missing. Handle still looks good, at
Wait,
least.
couldn't we take the handle? No, guess not. Well, it didn't let us. Damn.
All good with you, Nadine?
Yes, thank you.
They're busy. I think I saw this model in the latest Bulls Clearage Frontier catalog. Fancy.
We're getting nowhere quickly.
At least we're doing it
more
fast.
Important concerns right now.
Yeah, true. Okay, well, we need to find a torch of some kind or something like that. All we have is the fucking fertilizer.
Suppose that's where the animals are kept.
And nothing we use is gonna make a torch except, I mean, maybe we could use the medicine to make it, but that seems like it'd be a stretch.
Your hole is a stretch.
You are correct. It is a stretch.
Could we have a word in private, Jake?
Sure. What's on your mind?
I got a theoretical question for you.
Shoot.
Say you needed to come up with a sequence of 4 numbers. What would you pick to make it
Oh
easy
my
to
God.
remember?
Hell, that's easy. 1817.
That didn't
What's
take
that?
you long.
It's the year I broke my first filly. If you
Oh, God.
get my meaning. Not something one forgets easily.
Right. I'll
Okay,
just leave
yeah,
you
that's
to
enough
it
of
then.
that.
Thanks for telling us your password.
But
Aaron.
wait,
Hey, Danny?
then
What's going on?
that scientist could not have been born in 1888 then. So was it 1788?
17?
It might have been
No,
17.
we already.
If you had to pick a
No, remember
4-digit
she said,
number
"Oh, it's not his
sequence that was
birthday."
easy to remember.
But we didn't
What
try
would you
his
pick?
birthday.
Suppose it'd be something.
Yeah, but that thing already said
a
that.
date,
It must
maybe?
have just. It must
or a
have, like,
memorable year.
But
Never really
ass.
thought about it.
Yeah.
I'll leave you to the lecture.
be like a
Wait,
little mistake.
what if it's the
1847?
No.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
1840. Wait,
Yes.
it might be 1847 because
Yeah,
it
that's
happened
disaster.
it happened 8 months ago, right? So it would still be the same year. So let's try 1847. See what that brings us. We did not try 1788. No. Mel, I get it. It's because we put 8888, which means eighth month, 8th day, 1788. So we didn't try the year 1788.
Oh.
That's why she said that. Let's try
Alright.
1788. Maybe the year will be significant. And if it's not that, then I'm going to try 1847. And if it's none of those, then I guess we consult Minu.
Not Clark's birthday.
Damn.
Guess that would have been too obvious.
All right, now we try 1847.
No good. I guess those dials aren't set up correctly.
Crap. All right, time to go to an ad break.
Well-
We will be back in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. What were you gonna say? Okay, we think we have maybe cracked the code, and we think it might be this date. June 9th, 1847, which would be 6947. 6947.
Yeah, 69. 269.
6947.
69.
69. Yeah, okay.
No good.
Damn.
I guess those dials aren't set up correctly.
You said it so confidently. Okay, well, you can try.
Oh, yeah,
15, 14.
1401. 01. Well,
15.
would it be 0114 or 1401?
No, 1401.
No good.
Damn.
I guess those dials aren't set up correctly.
Okay, try for your 15, 14. Already good.
It won't turn. No good. I guess those dials aren't set up correctly.
All right, so that's not it. All right, so it's got nothing to do with that article then. Damn, that was my best guess.
February 12th, upon hearing news, when they left one with war P.M.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what did that say?
February 12th, 1850.
1850?
Dr. Clark,
Yes.
I hope this letter finds you well.
What is this
Upon
for?
hearing news of the reactionary and ignorant ban our leaders have seen fit to impose, my thoughts went to you and your thankless labors in the wilderness. When they hounded you out after the expo, and I wouldn't be surprised if Leroy's cronies sabotaged your display to discredit you, you were undaunted. After enduring such a trying year, I know how much building that lab out there meant to you. A turning point in your fortunes, or so it seemed. Yet I am sure you will persevere once more. One day when rationality again prevails in the halls of government and this silly thing is lifted, I hope to take you up on your offer of a tour. If you've returned to the bosom of civilization by then, all
That's
the
at
better.
1850?
With warm regards, Dr. Roderick Nethersoul. P.S. How you managed to rig a TT-180 console to control both your equipment and door mechanisms still baffles me. Mine is destined for the scrapyard.
No good.
No.
I guess those dials aren't set up correctly.
What was the actual day, like the month and the number? It was like February something.
February 2nd?
February 12th.
Oh, February 12th.
With
Oh, we wouldn't be able to do that. It would be 2/12/50. That's too many.
02. 02. Oh, wait.
It's too many digits.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just try 0212.
No good. I guess those dials aren't set
Okay.
up correctly.
Try just 1250.
It won't. It won't turn in. No good. I guess those dials
Alright.
aren't set up correctly.
It might not be. It might not be significant.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, so we're back to trying
I
to
will
figure
stay-
out. Wait, isn't that an oxygen canister? Could we use that, I wonder, for the bomb thing?
At least Dr. Clark practiced fire safety.
Oh, that's a fire extinguisher.
Hey, Phil, let's talk.
What about?
But I think that was an oxygen canister.
Could you remind?
Something I...
Got it. Any ideas
These
what
are
the code for the
everything
door might be?
It could be anything. Are you intending to guess it?
Unless I find it written somewhere, I don't see any other way.
Santa Maria. That could take months. If what is behind that door is so important, then the code itself must be something meaningful to Clark.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe you can deduce it by learning more about him. I am
Boy doesn't seem to have
certain those
anything
payasos
meaningful
at the commune will have
to
plenty
shit.
to share.
Okay.
Right.
He's telling us
Oh,
to go.
we're going to ask people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will stay in here.
But none of them will talk to us anymore. We've talked them all out. They don't want to say anything to us anymore. Maybe we just have to go and ask around. See if we can find anything useful around the zone. Oh, she's gone. I was gonna go to that place. Is there anything flammable here? Just the torch, but I don't think we're gonna be able to take it.
Hey, guard!
Oh, he said flammable
Guess he doesn't
liquid.
want to talk.
Alright, yeah, we can't do anything then with that. Piss. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. Alright, yep, I guess we're gonna have to try asking around. I wonder if there's still a place we haven't been to in this cold town. Doesn't seem like it.
They're busy.
Busy.
All good with you, Nick?
Yes.
I've got more important concerns right now.
Oh, we are stumped ass. We are stumped ass.
Best not to interrupt.
Here in Chrysalis, at the Evocator's laboratory, his holy temple, the veil has been parted. And on the other side, the luminous ones are waiting to welcome us home. When he first arrived here, in that twice blessed year, for never forget that 8 is the most sacred number.
Twice
Evocator
blessed
Bennett
year, that
perhaps
would have been
did not
88.
yet know that he was building a temple. But that is what it
But
was,
we already
my
tried
friends.
1788 and it didn't go
A temple,
anywhere.
a lighthouse, a shining beacon in the dark. A divine instrument that would pierce the cosmic veil, letting the ether's light shine through to guide us. Calling the luminous ones. Calling us here. Calling us home.
They seem enthralled by Paul's ramblings. Something about that makes my skin crawl. Best not to interrupt.
Oh, penis.
He's listening to the lecture, and I've got nothing to ask.
Wow, we really got no one to ask.
How are you holding up, Jake?
Oh, just fine, just fine.
Damn. We ain't got shit. Whew. So it must be something we already have then.
You talk to everybody around here now?
Kitchen to the
Yep.
left,
Again?
rostrum to the right.
I have.
You went to the...
Not very intimidating. No wonder the crops are bare.
Yeah. To the cafeteria?
Yeah.
The kitchen?
They have an
Yeah,
automated
we went there.
irrigation system. Pretty
Yeah?
ingenious.
Yeah.
Certainly
Like,
colorful.
right now? Like...
Yeah.
Seems
we
like
came
they're
in
pretty
here?
self-sufficient
That was
here.
the first place I went when I came in here again.
Oh.
Suppose that's where the
That's right,
animals
I
are
don't
kept.
remember that. Sometimes my brain is just like going something.
That would be what we call ADHD.
Oh yeah.
Especially since your medicine has worn off by now. Considering how late it is.
good doctor was pretty self-sufficient out here. Dr. Clark really liked his sarsaparilla.
I feel like we've tried every date that we can think of, so maybe it's not a date. And 9207 just turned on the cannon, but what was the significance of that? Why do we care about the cannon?
To act if only Clark had...
And why would he write down the code to turn on the
way.
ceiling cannon? I just don't understand what the significance was.
I'm starting up the device again.
Like, why would we want this to happen? Why would he want it to happen?
He might be, like, doing some shit to Epo in there, or like he wants to.
Some kind of energy cannon.
I don't know.
Just a bunch of useless books. It's working again. This may have held something interesting once, but now it's just lodging for spiders.
I am stumped.
Yep, that's fertilizer, all right.
Okay, so maybe we can give this to this guy.
Here's some fertilizer for you.
We also have a wrench.
Excellent.
Why do we have
Thank
a
you.
wrench? What do we need a wrench for?
Can you use it on the handle or whatever?
Handle for what?
Oh, you mentioned that you wanted that handle on that wagon. At the cafeteria.
Ooh. Maybe. We can try.
I will stay in here.
Let's go to the penis zone.
I've always wanted to go to the penis zone.
Okay, here we go.
I'll have this handle off in a
Damn! There you go. Alright. So that's going to be our plunger. Now we just got to find a liquid. Do you think the medicine's flammable?
That bottle. Yeah.
Maybe the medicine's flammable. We could try it. It is! Remember, she smelled it and she said that it was like pure alcohol or something?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got our distraction, buddy boy.
Roasted it.
We got it going.
Wrecked and roasted.
Wrapped sausage.
Wrecked and roasted. Ooh, yeah. I'm just a wrapped sausage.
Well, I mean... I have a wrapped sausage. Alright.
Will this work as a plunger?
Why, yes, I think so. Thank you.
Plunge it.
Alright, take this, my guy.
Here, can you use this as an accelerant?
Definitely.
Nice!
Alcohol this potent will be very effective.
Hell yeah.
Perfecto.
Like you didn't even recognize
This
it
is
as medicine.
everything
You just
I
calls it
need.
alcohol.
Are you ready?
We are ready. We're ready.
Absolutely.
Meet me outside in a quarter of an hour and prepare for a show that will make Jake envious. All right, everything is prepared. Take one last look. When you are ready, just say
Why
the
are we
word.
blowing it up?
for a distraction, I guess. But like, how are we gonna get in the?
A distraction for what?
To get in the shack. But what about the door? Damn, I'm confused now because now I'm thinking we're doing it wrong.
That's okay.
I hate to do this.
They probably wouldn't let us do it if
way.
it was like
No turning back now.
going to prevent us from progressing.
Dos. Uno.
Well.
Carajo! That was beautiful. Now, I suggest you get back to the commune and find whatever it is you were looking for. I will meet you and the others by the railroad tracks when you are done.
How? Wait, but weren't we going in the...
There's gotta be something in here that will tell me what happened to Dr. Clark's money.
Huh.
It's okay.
Nothing's hidden behind it.
It could be another playthrough thing,
or... No idea what that is.
Maybe,
I don't know,
Looks
maybe
complicated.
we still act like maybe it went to a basement.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Might have.
But I don't think...
Doesn't seem to be working.
It's wrong. We're still playing the game.
Reminds me of an overgrown boiler. Clark had quite the library.
I feel like this game has
Let's
like
see.
a million
Books on science,
different ways to do
engineering,
things.
astronomy. I'm sure this is all fascinating, but it's not going to help me any. Just another one of Clark's weird toys.
Well, there's a lot about Clark in here, so...
Yeah, there is.
What in the hell is
Maybe
this
we will
supposed
find
to
a
be?
code. Piss in a jar?
Didn't do anything.
That's what it looks like.
Probably for the best. Lots of extra glassware. Nothing I need. There could be something useful in there.
Okay, open it.
Nothing but empty vials and flasks.
What about over here?
I love that we're leaving everything open.
Bottles of different
Same.
colors. Nothing helpful.
It's just how I roll.
Lots more books. Mostly about technical subjects. And what's this? Looks like a diary. Even more books in here. Some novels, poetry books.
You silly
nice to know
me,
Clark had other interests, but none of this helps. Some old bearded guy. The plaque says Galileo Galilei. Looks like a smaller version of the power generator in the lab. That didn't do much. The clock's not running. Must have something to do with that machine. No effect that I can see.
Gotta be turned on.
Yeah, seems like it.
Some notes documenting the effects of ethericity on animals. They're signed by a Juliet Montgomery. The New Britannia Gazette. The lead article is about the upcoming Lamplight City Expo. Interesting how the follow-up is nowhere to be found. Must be nice to actually be able to understand this stuff.
Okay. Let's look at this diary.
The final entry is bookmarked with a letter. Definitely worth a read. But first...
1845.
Did I leave cheese?
Was it me? I'm sorry if it was me. if it's a date, it would be one of these that like are a good one.
That's what it seems like, yeah.
Either that or he straight up wrote it in here.
Indeed.
He's there. He's really nice right now. He's very crinkly.
Horrors beyond uttering.
Oh my god.
Seems like he had another hideout. Damn, there's a lot of dates in this diary.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it would be one that, like, is a good one. Like, good thing that happened, probably.
Indeed.
Is that all the pages?
Yep, that's it.
Somewhat resembles a telegraph.
Did you read the letter?
What is this box for?
Oh. Right.
February 9th, 1850.
That's only 9 months ago.
Clark, I have a business proposal. Relinquish that dusty laboratory in the middle of nowhere.
Oh?
Come to El Presidio. You may stay in my suite at the Jolly Good Club.
Shit, another hideout.
Star membership and military rank afford me certain privileges. You will be furnished with the comforts owing to a man of your intellect and accomplishments.
It's signed L.
P.S. You need to have any concern for your valuables, as there is ample secure storage in the room. One of the aforementioned perks.
Damn.
Interesting. Jake will want to see this. It somewhat resembles a telegraph, but what is this box for? The things some people will keep for posterity, I'll never understand. It's somewhat
Guess that's it.
I heard a big boom, and then they all went running toward the lab.
That's where Phil went. Do you think...
Hey, there's Holly.
Do you have any idea what all this ruckus is about? Or where Phil's gone?
Both, and I'll gladly tell you, but we need to get out of here right now.
Right behind you, my dear.
That was easy.
I'm glad to see you all made it out of there in one piece.
Likewise.
Would you two care to explain what that was all about?
Phil devised a perfect distraction, blowing up Clark's lab so I could search the shrine uninterrupted.
You should have seen it. Some of my finest work.
I have to admit, that was resourceful of you. Although we probably shot whatever goodwill we had with the Luminarians.
I should say, was that really necessary?
If you ask me, we did the world a favor by raising that Chamber of Horrors.
I assume you didn't come up empty-handed.
I found Clark's journal. Have a look at this letter that was inside.
An invitation to the Jolly Good Club in El Presidio?
Yep. Check the date.
9 months ago. Huh.
That's right about the time he disappeared, isn't it?
It is indeed. I'd say it's obvious that the good doctor accepted the invitation.
And took his money with him?
Well, it wasn't in Chrysalis or his lab. And listen to this. You needn't have any concern for your valuables.
That is a
as
weird
there is ample
line to
secure
put in
storage in the room.
I'm realizing.
Don't get much
that is a
clearer than
strange
that.
line.
Suppose we should start packing if El Presidio is our next destination.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First and foremost, we need some transportation.
Oh, right.
You haven't got any? Don't you tour around?
Sure, but our show wagon ain't gonna fit all of us.
Plus, we'll need it to store all the show's props and equipment while we're gone. There's that lady in town with the wagon now. Heard her talking at the
her
saloon
again.
once. Said she hires it out to travelers.
Sounds promising. Who is she?
Her name's Lola Johnson. I think she stays in the old blacksmith
Oh,
shop.
that girl.
Oh. Well, I hope she has a forgiving nature.
Oh, dear.
Why's that?
We are not on good terms with her.
She caught me breaking into her place.
What?
It's a long story.
We should head back to Rosewater, no?
Yeah, let's get a move on.
Me new.
What about me?
Oh,
Right.
You're not yelling at me?
Harley, I'm putting you in charge of hiring us some
No, I was giggling
transportation.
at
Dan
the
and I are
story.
going back to the
Okay.
theater to settle some business. Come get us once you've arranged a
We're
ride.
back to the guys that
Just
walk
how
around
am
endlessly.
I meant to arrange it? Financially speaking?
Oh, yes.
Well, now that may get a mite tricky. Our contract was to pay out at the end of the show's run, but seeing as we'll be breaking that contract, I'm sad to say we'll be forfeiting those proceeds. Anybody else got funds to contribute to the kitty?
Not unless this Johnson woman accepts pesos. And I've few enough of those at that.
I'm afraid I haven't got anything either.
Harley, my dear, I'm afraid we must then prevail upon you to furnish the petty cash needed to get our expedition aloft.
Buddy boy.
Seeing as you're the only other one of our posse who's currently in the position of being gainfully employed. And it goes
Well, I guess
without
we do
saying,
have a story to
but
sell,
you'll be
huh?
fully reimbursed once we find what we're looking for, on top of your share, with interest.
I certainly hope so.
Wonderful. Well then, we'll be seeing you later.
What about you two?
I think I'll pay Dr. Sedgwick a visit. It's been ages.
And I owe him proper thanks for his care.
See you in a bit, Harley.
Alrighty. That just leaves me. Well, I can't believe we blew up the lab. I'm getting kind of tired.
We can end.
Okay.
Thanks for playing with me, Pooch.
Yeah, welcome. You ever hear about the historically accurate D&D party composing of Ronin, samurai, English dandy, brash pirate captain, and a wanted gunslinger? No. No, I have not. I have not. It's a shame we blew up the lab. There we go. Yep.
Yes. Very good.
Perfect. All right. Okay. Well, Pup, thank you so much for joining me for more Rosewater. I'm glad that we were able to do this and get further into that game.
Thank you for the thingy.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming and joining us for more Rosewater. I hope that you had fun tonight. Do you have anything you want to say before we end?
No. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out. Yep. Alright. Tomorrow we're going to be checking out Date Everything, courtesy of Goth Fox. And if you are new to this channel, you can check me out at all these fun places here. I have a Discord that you can follow, or join, rather. You can join the Discord. Oh, does Minu have something to say?
No.
You can join the Discord, get stream notifications. I have a Blue Sky you can follow. I'm DommyWolf.xxx on Blue Sky. Ko-fi.com/DommyWolf is how you can support me. That is my tip jar. You can toss me money there if you want to help support me. Throne.me/u/DommyWolf is my wish list. That's where you can see all the stuff that I want to get for the channel, and rig upgrades and gear and toys and treats and all kinds of other fun stuff. And that link at the bottom, my link tree, linktree/DommyWolf, is where you can find everything else that I do. That's all on my not safe for work stuff and other whatchamacallits. I don't really have anything else to say, so I hope that you guys have a good rest of your evening, and we will see each other again tomorrow. Bye bye.